Hello and welcome, my friends, and I hope you're having a very happy and celebratory feast of the Winter Star. That's right. We're here in game. We can't quite make it line up for a Christmas Winter Star overlap, but hey, I hope you'll engage the spirit of the season. And if you are making time to drop in on a few YouTube videos throughout this holiday, whether you're in Europe and it's fallen over into Boxing Day or not, I hope you enjoy and sit back, relax, and let's get going. So we're just checking out Robin's supply of stuff. We're not close to getting any of it, sadly. What we are doing is hustling our way on over. We want to check the front of Pierre's. I believe that the first of the birthdays happens tomorrow, so we'll check in on that. Hey, Abigail, fresh air, mountain air is nice on a day like this. It's nice any day. I wonder if the frogs will make an appearance soon. I don't know that we've seen any yet, but I think it's a week into spring. I'm guessing they're around. Just gotta look. Yeah, all right. We got a quest coming up. I need a carp for a new recipe I'm making. Jody, 90G on delivery. Jody will be thankful. We can do that. I think we already have a carp in hand. That wasn't good. I don't know why it didn't pop me out. So yeah, tomorrow is Lewis's birthday. We'll try to give him something nice for that. And that is exactly why I wanted to swing through town on our way back home, because if there was a quest, we can turn around and grab that item, because I think we held on to our carp. We may have sold them. If we did, then we'll just have to go try to fish one up. But we first and foremost need to reclaim some of our inventory wiggle room here. All right. We can now put these bounties away. Don't think we're going to be doing anything too energy intensive. In fact, we're going to try to do some fishing. Good. Oh, and it's a gold star. I don't know that really has any bearing on quest items like that. All right, so we'll cook our copper. That's going to take some time, less than it would for, say, a gold bar later in game. Each quality increase also increases in the amount of time it takes to cook and process. Hey, there's Haley, just who we wanted to talk to. Feeling an urge to go shopping. I wish there was a mall here. Haley, nobody uses malls anymore. What are you doing? And why don't you go down on your side? I cleared out all the weeds. All right. Sebastian and Sam, our friends, are hanging out in his room, but we can't get in yet. We're not good enough friends. But this is Jody, and she wanted the carp. So, hello, Hambbage. So you saw the bulletin I posted. Thanks so much. Oh, look, she's kind of tittering a little bit, it looks like. Here's your payment as promised. Thanks. Hi. Need something? Your love and affection, and, maybe if you had just some cash laying around, I'd take it. These houses are full of a lot of stuff you can interact with and read. Report card for Vincent. Reading C. Spelling D. Oof. Math C. Social studies B-, art B-, sports and an A. Note, Vince is a good boy, but he could make do with a little more studying. Penny. Penny is kind of the teacher for the two little kids. And I can relate all too much. I had my good and bad subjects. There's Penny. This is such a small town. You can't avoid meeting everyone. Is that a slam? I wonder what it's like to live in the city. Well, usually it involves getting a cubicle job. Dad's coming back soon. I hope he brings me some toys. Okay. And that's kind of the indicator that Jody's married and their dad is away. So keep that one in mind. Have you been to that strange tower west of my house? Not today, but maybe tomorrow. One time I heard this terrible otherworldly noise coming from there. I would avoid that place if I were you. I just said I'm going there tomorrow. Look, if there's Jody's 90. It's good. Smelting is in progress. Initiation, we've done okay. We'll keep plugging away at that, but we've really got to make cash now. Meet the Wizard. It's coming up deeper in the mine. 40. We're up to 10. We're making progress, and that's on hold. So, almost done. Tomorrow, some point in the next probably week or so. And let's just check our social status here. So, awesomely, we have a heart with Haley. We've talked to her pretty consistently throughout the week, and we've given her the 2 daffodils that we could. Daffodils make great gifts early game. They are liked, and now we can actually see that. So that's a liked gift. It's not a loved gift. I haven't given her any fruits or vegetables or animal produce or artisan items or cooked items, but flowers and foraged items I have. So you can just go through. And in each of these categories, it will give you liked, loved, hated, neutral kind of categories. So you can find out. And like I said, if somebody were to send us a heads up, hey, Haley really likes such and such, we'd do well to pay attention to that. Likewise, while I am kind of beyond the point where, ahoy there, it's nice to see young folk move into the valley. It's not very common these days. Well, I'm not a very common guy. All right, let's do a quick tour on the beach here. Clams aren't going to make us rich, sadly, and that's all we seem to be finding. With 300 pieces of wood, this could be fixed. 300 pieces of wood, but you can see already it's teasing us over there. There are goodies to be had, and this opens up another section of the beach, primarily for foraging, but there is some fishing and stuff to be done. So I used to push that harder than I do now. It really kind of depends on luck. Bad luck, rainy days and stuff like that, I'm going hard on wood. To get that bridge built. But you need wood for so much other stuff too. You need it for the chests, you need it for the scarecrows, and there's other items that I equally want to get going right now, and that's just the constant challenge of this game. It's the fun of it. What are you going to prioritize? What are you going to do? What foundations can you lay right now for success in the future? The main thing I want to try to do in the coming days is to get close to or get to 2,000 gold for a festival which happens a week from today, I believe. I think it's the next week. And fishing is our gateway to cash right now, more so than mining. So with the copper that we've gotten, and all that entails, that's probably going to be about it. I think what we've got: quartz, amethyst, topaz, the trilobite. I think we need one more thing. Oh no, we got the prehistoric hand axe too. So we've got 5 items. So going to Gunther's will get us some cash. Because that's I don't think it shows up for us yet. But that will come in handy too. All right, we got some fish. It's not going to make us rich there, but again, we're kind of maximizing our energy and our time. We're kind of out of time. We got to head back, but we may have just enough to poke our head in and say hi to folks in here. We get just a few extra on the weekends. We already talked to Willie. Sometimes I wonder how I ended up in this town. Were you born here? Did you move here? Why are you bothering me? I want to be alone. No, Shane. You will be our friend. Marnie? I always see Clint here, but he won't talk to anyone. He just glances over his shoulder now and then. I'm sorry. Okay, and then she repeats herself. Leah? I love to decorate for the different seasons. Okay. Pam isn't responding. That still does count, though. Good evening. Can I get you anything? No, it's too late. I like making my own clothes, but it's not easy to get the cloth. And it's such a long trip to the city. So, real quick. Pam here. Remember, tomorrow is Lewis's birthday. So, Pam, we got the conversation thing. It was just a canned standard response. And if we hung around here long enough, I think at midnight she leaves along with the others, or just before, because the saloon closes at midnight. You can actually get their dialogue of the day, whatever it is. But we already got the friendship credit for having talked to them, just for seeing them in the bar. So a little bit more of a rush here, but there's nothing extra for us to do as we get back. We're just going to drop all of these fish off. I don't have any mail, but I do have a copper bar. Store that. Store these. Oh, and we do have a little time, so let's reset our tools a bit here. We're not going to be going caving anytime soon. But we'll that's kind of the standard outfit with scythe and sword switching with kind of any of those, depending on what we're planning to do. When you unlock these other rows, then you can afford to run around, and drop off the watering can, but keep all the rest of your tools so you're ready to go. Other times you just need to prioritize what you can make the most of. I don't know that we're even gonna find. Oh, okay, back to bed. Can I chop these? I was gonna go look for foragey items, but gotta make sure we get in. And there we go. So we should have full energy, a little bit more fishing cash. That should put us around 800 gold. And now, tomorrow, clear and sunny. Unfortunately, fortune teller. Spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed today. Luck will not be on your side. That may be tree-inducing. Queen of sauce. Secret recipe, stir-fry. It's a perfect way to get some healthy greens on your plate. Saute the greens in a little sesame oil and make sure to add plenty of fresh ginger and garlic. Now breathe deeply. Oh, that's good. So we want to keep watching Queen of Sauce so we can learn recipes like stir-fry. Now, word to the wise, there are episodes that show up as reruns, but the reruns don't necessarily mean that they're covering unknown recipes, if that makes sense. Let's get as much of this watered as we can. Don't know that I'm going to replant today, though. We'll see. I may just hang on to that energy and set. For one thing, I don't want to go buy seeds, so we want to save that potato, and really we want to save at least one parsnip. I would be pretty aware of that as we go around working, but since you guys don't know that, I'm going to mention it now. So we'll kind of leave the rest here. Let's just do a bit of all-purpose tidying here to prevent any spread that might start encroaching. And since those all look good, we're now going to take a few trees on the brink. And there's some big activities we need to accomplish today. We need to go see the wizard. We skipped a day on a Friday-Sunday activity because Friday was full, and I don't mind. I already mentioned to some people, and I guess now that we have the community center unlocked, we'll go talk to the wizard, and it'll kind of make a lot more sense here today on a perturbed day. So we're chopping these purely in pursuit of that 300 now. That will make a huge difference, but not so much that we want to overly use our energy on it. So we're going to, I think we'll put that away, grab that, just in case we find some random logs as we go. See, our rice is going. We're not quite there yet. It has another stage to develop before it's done. So, there is one, and one alone item that I will dump cash for right now if this lady has it. She didn't even talk to us. I thought we got a little conversation to start. But here she is. She is a wandering merchant, and she usually talks about how she gets these goods from distant lands and all that kind of stuff. And it's a random hodgepodge. She shows up on Fridays and Sundays and has a lot of these different things, and they can be out of season, out of area, like coconuts. We're not going to find any coconuts around here. So things that we wouldn't normally be able to procure. And for better or worse, she does not have really the one big item that we have on here. And we'll talk about what it is. If it was here, I'd buy it if I could afford it, or suddenly change my priorities for the day to try to buy it. I think she stays open until 8 p.m. But this is our main purpose for coming over this way. We've got to see the wizard to advance and respond to his letter that he sent us a day ago already. Ah, come in. Hi. I'm Rasmodius, seeker of the arcane truths. Hi, Rasmodius. Are there any arcane truths you can tell me? Mediary between physical and ethereal. Ooh. Master of the 7 elementals. The 7? Okay. Keeper of the sacred you get the point. Wait, is it sacred? Did you cut off because you thought I wasn't interested, or because you can't tell me? Because charms? Chance? Chakras? Chances? Characters? What? I want to know. Moving on, I guess. And you, Hambbage, the one whose arrival I have long foreseen. Have you now? Oh, hi. Did you foresee that rat conversation? Could you help Lewis out? Here, I'd like to show you something. Okay. What? Behold! Whoa! It just kind of looks like a messy tower. Oh, hey, it's the little rat guy. What's up? You've seen one before, haven't you? Yeah, you told me about the rat problem. You know I have. Don't be dramatic. They call themselves the Junimos. Remember that? Hey, Junimo. Mysterious spirits, these ones. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. Okay. So is that like a hologram? How are you doing that, man? I'm not sure why they've moved into the community center, but you have no reason to fear them. Well, I wasn't afraid. I saw a little tablet there. You found a golden scroll written in an unknown language? Yeah, it had a picture of a tree on it, too. Did you notice that? Most interesting. Yeah, that's why I mentioned it. You seemed interested in this community center. Why didn't you go over there, by the way? Oh, yeah, that's on me. Stay here. I'm going to go see for myself. Oh, now you are. Okay, I'll return shortly. If you could foresee everything, and you saw me with the rat problem... What? Dude. Okay. He just flew away. Oh, holy crap. Okay. I found the note. You did, alright. I thought it was a golden scroll. We're just demeaning it to a note. You sent me a note. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. Okay. We, the Junimo, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. Wait, was that the note? Or was that the scroll? Wizard, I'm not vested in the arcane truths. One with the forest, what do they mean? Oh, so you don't know either. Okay. What you got there? It's kind of green. Aha! Come here. Wait, what? No. You ever read Macbeth? Cauldrons are not good things. My cauldron is bubbling over with ingredients from the forest. It just so happens, right? Is this an always cauldron or just today cauldron? Is it like a Sunday deal? Baby fern, moss grub, caramel top toadstool. Can you smell it? Dude, it's a big green cloud indoors. Yeah. Who doesn't smell that? I don't want to say anything. Here. Drink up. Let the essence of the forest permeate your body. Dude, I understand why you are secluded in a tower and not in sales like Pierre, man. You got to get a better pitch. No. What? No, don't do it. Hambbage. What are you... Oh, I got 38 energy back. All right. That's pretty nice on a day when we've been chopping trees. I am now turning green. I am paying the price. I am retching repeatedly as the trees come into view. Dun dun dun. Classic meme. Insert your own altered states of consciousness jokes here. Yes, the forest, the trees. Apparently, we can interpret that the caramel top toadstools are really the hallucinogenic mushrooms of this world. You've gained the power of forest magic. Now you can decipher the true meaning of the Junimo scrolls. Awesome. Well, that's handy. Wait, hold on. What? Dude. Why'd you boot me outside? I guess I was kind of in another state, right? Sometimes serve the locals, villagers in secret. Yeah, like me with the rat problem. I'm hoping to find an apprentice. Someday I will leave this mortal plane, but my arcane pursuits must continue. Because you won't be a mortal? I don't think there's anything that rules out a post-mortal arcane research, right? Okay, we don't have anything to deal with the weeds. That was maybe a mistake, but we can forage. We're going to swing through, look for this onions since we're here. Yeah, just kind of hope for a little bit of luck on that sort of stuff. Here's a Wormies, which we got a stone from. Boop. Good. This is full compensation. We'll take all of these. And one more little spot over here to check. Nothing. As we're walking back, we might as well hit a few of these just to see if they'll drop us a seed. Although it's really the pine trees that we need at this point. Nobody out on that side. So, now, we have two things going on. We'll talk to you. If you hear any banging from inside my hut, it's probably just me working on one of my sculptures. That's not what they say when the hut goes banging. Okay, so she's a sculptor. It's good to know. I think we already missed Haley coming outside. I think she's already up at the fountain, and we can't go in her room anyway yet, but we'll say hi to Emily. Do you raise sheep on your barn? You can turn their wool into beautiful bolts of cloth. You'll need a loom, though. You can make them for yourself if you know the crafting recipe. I don't, and I don't have any sheep or a barn to house the sheep in yet. So, someday, Emily, we will have sheepies, just like in Minecraft. Hey, my pal. Sniff, sniff. Since you've been spending some time in the old community center. Dude, you were there with me. It's good to know someone is taking care of the place. Taking care of? Hold on, dude. I found some green little rat guys, at least as you're calling them. Okay, we are going to talk to Haley. Sometimes my sister is so weird. Sometimes I wonder if we're actually related. Okay, here's another daffodil. So we'll give one to her. Thank you. Because Sunday and days have reset. Gifts have reset. It's a new week. And then we'll come down here because it is Lewis's birthday. Remember the calendar. So, a birthday gift. Thank you. He's not super stoked, but everybody likes, as far as I know, almost everybody likes daffodils. There's a few folks that don't really care for them, but as you can see, from his birthday, with just a normal tier daffodil, we already got a heart out of him. And Haley is above all these other hearted people, so we know she's the closest of anybody to 2 hearts. We'll keep chatting her up as we go, because now we've given her one gift. It doesn't matter for her, that's right. She's on Sunday. But we'll try in the next days to find another daffodil to give her, so she's got maxed out gifts, and then have another one, ideally at that point of better quality. So from this point on, whatever we find daffodil-wise, if there's any with stars, we're going to save the best one for her birthday, because we want boosted happiness out of Haley. That's the goal. As we go forward. I guess since we're here, we're not going to buy anything. Today I'm going to relax and think positively. Do you ever take a day off? Not at this point. We're just getting going. We haven't earned a day off yet. I've got these behind-the-counter blues. I'm sorry, dude. I don't really have anything for you for that, but I will take the minimal amount. That's like 1 parsnip. That we got back out of him. So that's all. But now we want to come up because he told us that we can decipher the scrolls, right? So we come up here. Dum, 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 dum. And we have a crafts room. Now we know what room we're in. And it has these different things. So a spring foraging bundle. This is why we've been hanging on to all these various things. So the community center is a series of rooms and these little collections that build up over time so that you can basically unlock the rooms that exist. This is one of 2 quest lines in the game. The other is Jojo Martin. As I said, they're kind of the big corporate money-driven thing. And in their side, effectively, if you go the route of Joja, you will take their membership and then basically pay them. They, as he said or alluded to, Lewis did, they offered to buy the place, and so you're basically buying. As far as I know, I haven't really done that route. You're going to basically buy out the community center piece by piece for Joja. I haven't really played that way, but it intrigues me. I would put that out as a long-term potential. So one thing that I think we may have just handcuffed ourselves with a little bit for sharing all that content with you guys is someone was throwing rocks at your tent. I'm sorry, dude. Here, have a. He is one guy. I don't know if there's a trade-off here. I think these are the same. Yeah. So let's give you a wild horseradish. This is a great gift. Thank you. You're welcome. Because he's kind of he's outcast by choice. Just kind of a recluse, I guess. Living off the land. He's a forager himself and has kind of shed societal values. He will appreciate any of some of these kind of things much more than other folks would. So you can kind of enjoy a benefit there. All right. Speaking of benefits, we did. Awesome. I didn't even know we had all these. So we want 1 leek, we want 1 dandelion, and we want 1 daffodil. And then we'll pull these because I think we're going to keep up on our wood choppery now that we've gotten all the kind of priority things done. We'll come back over here and just spend the evening trying to bust as many trees as we can. And hey there, Haley. We already gave you a gift and we already talked to you, so nothing more we can do with you. Caroline, did we talk to her? I think we did in the store, and I didn't bring any extra daffodils. Like I said, we'll kind of guard those. Even the low quality ones. We want 2 a week for Haley, and they make, unless I know of something better that I already have in hand for any of the birthdays, they make good, safe birthday gifts like we did for Lewis there. And I don't know of anything that I would have had access to in the game at this point that he would have liked more. So, works well. All right, so we got some spring seeds, an assortment of wild spring seeds. We can actually use these instead of having to buy more to grow some forage items like daffodils and things in our farm. So we'll actually try to make use of that today too. Here we go. So now we have 2 more sections, and if you look at this little tree, this is the community center, just like that original note. That's the same tree, and this will show us what we need for these various things. Okay, I was in the wrong room. I was like, didn't we just do that one? So we have a pantry, a crafts room, and here we finished that. That was what we got our spring seeds for. A little spoiler, I went ahead. And then the fish tank. So if you didn't get it yet and you haven't played the game, each of these has various items. Now, you can shuffle these in later game versions. I have not. We're just playing the original unchanging variety of stuff. For a first playthrough, I think that's great, and you guys haven't seen me play, so we'll try to do that, and then depending on any interest to keep it going, maybe as a once a week type deal, we'll see if we find more, or what we're looking at. So, fish, specialty fish. We haven't seen any of these yet. Ocean fish. We have got a sardine. I don't know if we still have, but we've seen a sardine. Haven't seen any of the others yet. Crab pot. We've seen the clam, and that's about it. Lake fish. We have a largemouth. We have a carp. I think we have these three in hand. We don't have a sturgeon yet. Night fish. We've seen the bream and the eel. I don't think we still have a bream. We caught the one and sold it to Clint immediately. We haven't seen a walleye yet. River fish. Haven't seen any of these. Sunfish, catfish, shad, or tiger trout. As I said, lots of variety in fish, and this is what they build into. They have these different habitats. They get caught in different weather, different times of day, different seasons. So all kinds of stuff to go there. It's the advantage once you've gone through. But when you see these, try to make note of what's needed. And if you come across one of those, throw them in your chest. Even if you're, not particularly close, you can hold onto them and have them ready to go. And the same thing goes with the crops in the pantry, which is the one right above us. This saves us the time of running around while the game is paused. So spring crops bundle. This is the one that's important for us right now. We need a parsnip. We've got one. Let's put it in there anyway. Why can't I? I don't get it. Oh, because I'm looking at the thing. I'm not in it. Okay, we could put it in there. We also need a green bean, a cauliflower, and a potato. And that is why on day one, I said we have to get a cauliflower and a potato seed. Now, the crows could still have come and wrecked our plan. It would be better to have two of each, but you can't. And that's why normally you hope for a bunch of wild seeds, and clearing those weeds on day one it increases your chances of having an extra cauliflower at the end of its growing cycle, and we'll talk about why that's significant when the day arrives. But we're on track here. The other one that we need to focus on right now are quality crops. We need 5 gold star parsnips, and I didn't talk about it at the time, but we actually got 1 gold parsnip, and I saved it. I didn't do anything with it. It is sitting in our chest. We want more. Now that we're getting sap and we can craft fertilizer, we can actually improve our odds of getting those. So before we do our next big parsnips plant, we will fertilize all the soil that we're putting the parsnips into, just to improve our odds. And then these others come in later seasons. Melons, pumpkins, and corn. We can grow those later on to fill out this quality crops. And then there are summer crops, artisan bundle, fall crops, and animal bundle. And we'll go talk through those in more detail in the future. But for right now, first of all, let me check the time because we're getting a little off. 38 minutes in. For right now, they don't matter too much. We're far from getting those, and we'll be spending a lot of time getting the items. So don't worry. We'll cover them in plenty of detail as we work towards getting them. But as we talked about, that unlocking those and getting our start on the community center was huge. Harvey, I'm struggling to make ends meet. I don't have enough patience. I guess I should try to get patience from the neighboring towns. Okay. Good luck with that. That would, if you're a doctor helping people, do they have local doctors? Are you stealing them from more convenient healthcare? Whatever the case may be, Harvey is a good one to talk to when you see him. He's kind of one of those. He's got an awesome gift option when it comes around, and I won't spoil it, but he's one that's really easy to get up to full affection. Actually, let's see. Let's just do this. So right click on crafting, just rotates them through. Shift will do 5s. And Left click will do the full stack. And one of them does half stacks. And I was reading in that when we first started the game with an update, or maybe, I can't remember if it was before I launched it or not, there was the deal about oh, I missed that one. Okay, so we'll do here. So these get the bonus of some extra fertilizer. I don't like to spend a lot of fertilizer on these wild seeds because very often when you harvest them, the soil underneath will no longer be farm. If you harvest like a potato, right, odds are it's going to come back and not dry up. So if you've got fertilizer down, it'll last through the spring. With 18 more, I think we'll do one more row here. I don't want to overcommit. But like I said, we need this cash. And here I am spending all this time that I was talking about getting wood. But I think the spring seeds will help. As far as I know, when we harvest these, we actually get foraging experience as opposed to farming experience. We'll put the seeds up here for now as opposed to down with the 4G stuff. Okay, while time is with us, let's go ahead and nom our wild spring onions. I'm going to lift my mic and sip some coffee. Okay, I just emptied the cup. So, as you can see, I am just mowing through these. We're going to be short on time, but we're close to home, and I think just by chopping trees, we will get through all this. None of it will go to waste. So now, we're kind of preparing for our next moves in this game. And we're going to hit our first stage of kind of tough energy. And that's where fishing will come into play because hopefully we'll catch enough that we can eat as we go. And kind of just sit at the bottom of our energy tool tab each time we're done watering our crops because we just added a bunch of plants. Basically, we're going to be up into 2.5 watering cycles just to get our plants, our watering can loads, whatever the terminology is for filling a watering can with water. That's what we're going to be doing. Oh, that's all right. Okay. So we're also trying to prepare this area for eventual crops. Because those are going to keep growing up a little bit. 1040, we still got some time. Let's get these two, and then if we have anything left, we'll get the one down below the beans. Visibility is a deal. So a lot of what I'm clearing out there is to make sure that I can see if weeds are spreading up towards the crops. And as you can see, our axe efficiency, or proficiency, as it calls it from leveling up the foraging, has already helped us a little bit. That energy doesn't drop quite as quick when we take down trees. So that's a big deal. And we hopefully by doing all this, we'll get another chance. So that was pretty good for using up the rest of our day. Another big winner in terms of advancements, and we get potentially more crops. We're close on our... Ooh, it's going to be tight, but I want to get the water if I can. Water, run. And no real danger there, but getting into bed at midnight should take care of us. We shouldn't be any problem. Level 2 forging. So we did get that. We get a little more axe proficiency, and now we can cook a survival burger, which requires a kitchen, so no good to us yet, but pretty handy forge boosting food. All right, no new cash, unfortunately, because we sold our 2 spring onions to Pierre. Welcome to Kozu 5, your #1 source for weather news and entertainment, and now the weather forecast for tomorrow. Beautiful sunny day. We have not seen rain since our first Wednesday. Spirits are in good humor today. I think you'll have a little extra luck. That's strong for fishing. Welcome to Living Off the Land. We're back up again with another tip. Now listen up. Let's talk fences. Fences are useful for keeping weeds at bay and protecting your crops. They also let farmers contain their livestock. Fences break down after a while, but stone, iron, and hardwood fences last a lot longer than basic wood. That is Farmer Green Beans, as I believe, was that Paul E. Jr., Paul Soares Jr.'s name for him when I first was introduced to this game. What led me to get it the first day it was generally available. Thanks, Paul Soares Jr. Yeah, Farmer Green Beans. He's excellent. I'd like to apologize for joking about your grandpa's old cottage when we first met. It's really a nice little house. However, you might need more space someday. That's where I can help. If you bring me some raw materials and pay a fee, I can expand your house. See you on the next page. The first expansion I offer includes a kitchen. With a kitchen, you'll be able to cook any recipes you've learned. Anyway, I hope you're starting to feel at home in Stardew Valley. Your local carpenter, Robin. Robin is awesome. And despite Lewis's getting all uppity, I'm not worried. She told us early on, you know, she was just spitting facts. Cabin's a little run down, but I like it. For a young man finding his way in farmland, it's working just fine. It mostly keeps the rain off our heads. Since it never seems to rain, we don't have to worry about that. And gives us a little space inside. So we're doing fine. We can raw fish it for a while instead of cooking. Who needs cooking anyway, right? Alright, we are really short on the water, and sometimes it's more efficient to just do the thing. But I'm amazed, actually. I said it was going to be 2.5 things of water, but we're not quite there yet, are we? And look at how much energy we still have. So, what we're going to try to do, we've got our axe in hand. This is another reason why we want to start getting these trees out, just so we can see our way home at night when we stay out later. So we're going to hopefully, I think we needed, what, like 40 more wood? I think it was in the 260s. It would be nice if we had that wood with us. Take these 3 trees and go see where we stand. And then what we'll try to do is make a break for the beach. Fish in the ocean during the daytime on a sunny day, which I don't think we've done yet. I don't know that we have more fish that we can get, but the fish in the ocean tend to be the most valuable. There's the most variety, and we're still a little short. Okay, we'll have to come back, so let's get this tree. And then if we need to, we'll get one more to help clear this path up to the uphill exit from our farm. I think we get 12 from the tree and 6 more, so 18, and now we're at 305. And the reason I got that tree instead of the others was so that we can now put all this away. Boom, boom. I'm not even going to bring the parsnips with because hopefully we'll have enough fish. But what I am going to do is bring this. Oh, we've actually got 6 things. I forgot about the earth crystal when I was counting them off. All right, so we got 6 things to give to Gunther. We will get 1 reward back out of all that. And with their 300 wood, we should be able to do some foraging. So we may need to make 2 runs. It is 9:40. I think by the time we swing by the quest board, Haley should be on the move. So we can talk to her and give her a flower and be done with that. And this should be some good coin in our pocket to go jang-a-lang-a-lang. Again, Vincent is coming up. Do you have an extra herring laying around? George, I will do my best because we're headed that way. Let's just take a little look-see. Always looking for more daffodils as we wander about. Hey there, Penny. How you doing? Hi. Oh, did you want something? Oh, I was just saying hi. What you up to? Just chilling under a tree? All right. Enjoy. Now it is 10:40, but I think we... oh, she's out. Awesome. All right, this is good. We're walking a little bit out of the way. Gas for me, thank you. You're welcome. This town is so small, it sucks. I have to drive like 20 miles to buy any decent clothes. That's why I usually just order online. Well, then why are you always talking about malls? What? Just, yeah. Be like a normal person. Shop online. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I rarely buy clothes online. I mean, honestly, since the pandemic, who buys clothes? Have you guys all replaced your outfits and wardrobes and updated? I'm so out of date. Partly, yeah, whatever. Not a thing that I've ever put a whole lot of stock in. But more to the point, all right, we're fixing the bridge. And now notice that a lot of that stuff disappeared that was in view. That's one of the reasons to push hard on your tree choppery early on. So this is coral. We can get some of that. And hey, Elliot, let's talk to you. He, like Harvey and a few of the other folks, are tough to catch. His house is not a common area, and he doesn't have like a job necessarily. So until you really know his schedule, it's just chance. Moved here only a year before you. Oh, so like a year and a week ago? Well, welcome. Okay, well, that was good chat. Take care. Enjoy the sound of the ocean. This is a little backwards from how I'd really like to be doing it, but it's okay. Excuse me. Woo. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna get a couple little updates. New journal entry. Hey, it's Gunther. Abysmal. What? Not a single piece in the entire collection. I bet that's where we come in. It's a lot of shelves. Hey, what's this? You found something. Let me see it. Okay, check it out. What did she? He's like rubbing it. Remarkable. I like that you have like the museum artifact gloves on at all times, even to doff your cap. And look at this guy. He's got like the goat and little mustache going. He's looks like got the long hair in the back. He's got some style to him. Sadly, Gunther is not like a character. He's just kind of tied to this, so you never can talk to him, at least that I'm aware of, until it may be very late in the game. But he's just a guy for this function. It's very old. I'd love to study this in greater detail, but it's yours. Yep, it's mine, all right. I've got a favor to ask you. Would you consider donating any new artifacts or minerals that you find? We could make a groundbreaking discovery together. Oh, really? How do you know what I'm going to donate? Oh, and who knows? If you keep donating, I may come across interesting items to send your way. Okay. Sounds good. What do you got for me? Think about it, will you? If you decide to donate, just bring the objects to the front desk. Okay, fair enough. Thanks, dude. And then for some reason we have to walk all the way out of that one. All right. So here we go. We got Gunther. Before we talk to him, though, let's check out some of these books. These are the lost books. We've only found one, but there's one by default if we'd come in here earlier. Tips on farming. Use fertilizer to improve quality, reduce workload, or hasten your crop growth. And that is, there's actually 3 kinds. Right now, we only have the ingredients to craft one, which is the sap for the quality fertilizer. But there's also a water-retaining fertilizer, which means you don't have to water as often. It may stay watered. Or hasten crop growth, and that's speed grow, which the ingredients for it I'd rather use put to other uses, but buying that down the road is going to become pretty essential. Fruit trees take a whole season to grow, but they require very little maintenance. Keep the area directly around your new saplings clear, or else it may not grow properly. These are prohibitive in how much they cost initially, but are really great, especially by year 2. We'll really look to ratchet up our fruit trees, and even then, when we can plant like three of each type at one time, they still then will really take 3 full years to get cranking at maximum efficiency. But once they do, they're non-stop awesome. So we'll revisit those. Crops will die as soon as the season ends unless they grow in multiple seasons. Example, corn. And we'll actually get a letter or a TV farmer tip on that. I'm not sure which. But we'll get notified that corn can grow in summer and fall. Some crops, such as kale and wheat, need to be harvested with a scythe. And we haven't grown any kale yet, but hopefully by later in the spring, we'll start planting some kale. It's a good cash crop. So we've read some tips on farming. There we go. Good stuff. And then this is a book by Marnie. Animals are very sensitive. They like to be pet every day and prefer to eat grass outdoors than dry hay. They don't like being outside in the rain, though. Happy animals produce higher quality products. These are all things that we'll look to maximize our animals' happiness. And as far as I know, like people, if you get an animal up to max happiness, then it's just good. Although by that point, you're going to so automatically be going in to talk to your animals, it won't matter. All right. We've got stuff to give. Here's how I like to do my museum. We've got fossil-y artifacty stuff. We've got human artifacty stuff. And we've got gems. And we can walk around in here to see the descriptions. We'll probably just wait until we get more of those same ones because everything gets duplicated eventually. And every 5 or so donations, you'll get a reward. We got cauliflower seeds. And remember, those cost 80 per, and we just got 9 of them. So hugely awesome. 72 or 720 bucks worth of seeds in our hand as a reward. Not to mention, we just did archaeology and we get 250 more. So we just basically got 1,000 worth of value out of all this. And George wants a herring. So let's go. Oh man, I just totally realized I so goofed with these seeds, didn't I? We're going to hang on to these and not plant them immediately, but I'm going to go all the way back and see if we can get that herring for George and just knock it out. This will give us maximum space to go back and fish the ocean until bedtime. The reason why I goofed, I shouldn't have planted at least 3 seeds of those spring wild seeds down, wherever along this row, because it doesn't tell you anything, but these seeds, 9 is kind of a heads up that you want to plant those in like a 3x3 area like that in your field, right? If they do that, there is a chance, it's slim, but there's a chance that they could all grow up into a super reward surprise. So we're a long way off from that. But we are going to put this coral in. Now, coral, and I think the clams we can use as a cooking ingredient, which is why I haven't gotten rid of any of them yet. Coral, I don't know that anybody buys. I've never gotten feedback that, oh, coral, you sold regular quality coral. It just doesn't happen. Because I don't think that there's anywhere that anybody can buy it. So I just cash those in. Late game, you're going to want some coral, but by that point, you'll probably be getting a whole bunch of it, so it's not as big a deal. And for now, we need that cash. I wish we had gotten a bit more of that, but now we are set there, and we have a herring, so we're going to swing by for George, and as long as we're doing that, I'm going to reveal one of the already known loved gifts. And like I said from the very beginning, we did read all those books. Hang on real quick. Let me just check the time. We're already at 1 hour and 1. Let's stop right here. Thanks so much for spending your winter star feast with me. I really enjoy it. Whoever your secret Santas are in the world, I hope you're having a wonderful time. And remember, these holidays are special, 10 years from now, you're not going to know what you gave or got or anything like that, but you're going to remember the people you spent the time with. If you don't have family around, get out there or get online. I know that there are streamers out there that are sharing their time with folks out in the world. If you just need a friendly voice or something, jump in the chat, say hi, wish people a happy holiday, and I'm sure they will reciprocate. People are really good. We sometimes lose track of that in the modern age of pointing fingers, and here in the States, the political climate is such that you got to pick sides, and sometimes we lose track of the fact that it doesn't matter which side you're on or what you view any particular issue. We're still all people, and we care about each other. So take this time to enjoy the people in your lives, and meet some new people if maybe you don't have a whole lot right there to spend the day with. We all enjoy that chance, but I'm thinking of you guys. I'm grateful for all that you've done for me over the past year in terms of just motivating and positive feedback. I hope you keep coming around. I hope you're enjoying this series. Again, I'm recording these kind of on chance. I haven't seen any of your comments yet, but if you'd like to see more of these after the holidays, let me know in the comments. Drop them. Let me know if this is a game you enjoy, want to see more of, or if you're just antsy to get back to hardcore and only hardcore. We can do either way. But for now, enjoy the rest of your holiday. If you're celebrating Christmas, if not, enjoy the rest of the world kind of being quiet and giving you a chance to go out and enjoy stuff. We'll talk to you the next time. I'm going to take a quick break and get one more of these in today. And then we'll see where I find the time to fill up the rest of my holiday recording schedule. But you guys take care. See you next time. Bye.